How to fix Half-Life 2 and Portal not launching or closing instantly. Welcome back to Teknobalta. If you are trying to launch classic Valve titles like Half-Life 2 or Portal on Steam, only to see them close instantly, or say running, for a brief second before crashing back to the desktop, you are not alone. During our recent technical investigation at Teknobalta, we encountered this exact behavior across several Source Engine titles, where traditional troubleshooting completely failed. While this specific crashing issue can feel incredibly frustrating because other modern games run without a hitch, our technical diagnostics have successfully pinpointed the underlying engine and file conflicts causing the instant shutdown. We have isolated a series of definitive, proven solutions that will fix this startup loop permanently. Our engineering team conducted a deep dive analysis into the Source Engine architecture to understand why these particular games suddenly fail after months of working perfectly. We discovered that a critical shared dynamic link library file, along with deep-seated registry configurations and display parameters, can completely block the engine's initialization process. After running extensive diagnostics on multiple Windows configurations, Teknobalta has verified 15 highly effective technical steps to resolve these crashes. Let us walk you through each of these comprehensive fixes step by step, so you can get back to playing without interruptions. First, we isolated the primary culprit causing this crash on systems with multiple source games installed. Our diagnostics confirmed that a specific shared virtual reality file located within the Team Fortress 2 directory directly interferes with the startup of Half-Life 2 and Portal. To resolve this, navigate to your primary Steam directory and follow the path into Steam Apps, Common, and open the Team Fortress 2 folder. From there, locate the bin directory and delete the file named sourcevr.dll. Our testing showed that removing this specific file immediately stops the instant crashes and allows the Source Engine to launch successfully. Second, we recommend forcing the game engine into windowed mode to bypass potential display initialization errors. Open your Steam library, right-click on either Half-Life 2 or Portal, select Properties, and find the Launch Options field under the General tab. Type Windowed into the box, which forces the game to launch inside a standard desktop window instead of requesting exclusive full-screen control. This prevents the immediate engine crash that occurs when the game fails to negotiate screen resolutions with your modern graphics card drivers. Third, our analysis revealed that the intro cinematic videos can sometimes trigger an unhandled exception during the initial loading screen. To bypass these videos entirely, go back into your game's launch options in Steam and add Novid right after your previous commands. This parameters forces the Source Engine to skip the Valve logo animation and jump directly to the main menu. Teknobalta's testing confirmed that skipping this video stream prevents the render engine from crashing during the initial hardware acceleration phase. Fourth, you should force the game to boot using its standard default configurations by applying the Safe Mode switch. In the Steam launch options for the crashing game, append Safe to your parameter list. This flag instructs the game engine to temporarily ignore custom graphical configurations and start with the lowest possible, highly stable video settings. If the game successfully launches in Safe Mode, it indicates that a previous resolution or graphical setting was entirely incompatible with your monitor. Fifth, forcing an alternative graphics API can resolve deep-seated engine conflicts with modern DirectX implementations. In your Steam launch options, input the GL command to force the Source Engine to render using the OpenGL pipeline instead of Direct3D. This forces Windows to handle the game's graphical processing through a completely different subsystem. Our technical analysis showed that this alternative rendering path frequently bypasses instant startup crashes related to modern GPU driver layers. Sixth, if the modern rendering pipelines continue to fail, you can explicitly force the engine to utilize an older DirectX level. Enter DX level 81 into the Steam launch options to force Half-Life 2 or Portal to initialize using the legacy DirectX 8. 1 architecture. This drastically simplifies the rendering instructions sent to your graphics card, eliminating modern shader incompatibilities that cause instant crashes. Note that once the game successfully launches with this option, you can remove the command to let the game save the hardware fallback state. 7th, corruption within the local user configuration files can prevent the game from reading vital video parameters at launch. Navigate to your Steam installation directory, go to Steam Apps, Common, and open the Half-Life 2 or Portal directory. Locate the configuration files named config, CFG and video, TXT inside the game's subfolders and delete them permanently. The engine will automatically generate fresh, clean versions of these text files upon the next launch, wiping out any corrupted data. 8th, background overlay applications can severely disrupt the hooking mechanisms used by the source engine during initialization. Open your Steam settings, navigate to the In-Game tab, and completely uncheck the option to enable the Steam overlay while playing. Following that, open Discord or any other recording software and disable their respective overlay features globally. Our technical diagnostics revealed that these third-party visual overlays frequently cause immediate memory access violations on legacy 32-bit executables. 9th, operating system permissions and modern Windows kernel changes can block older executables from launching correctly. Locate the primary executable file inside your game's root directory, right-click on it, and select Properties. Navigate to the Compatibility tab, check the option to run this program in compatibility mode for Windows 7, and check the box to run this program as an administrator. This grants the legacy engine full system access and mimics the exact operating system environment it was originally designed for. 10th, an incomplete or corrupted DirectX runtime installation on modern Windows 10 or 11 systems can cause instant crashes. Download and run the DirectX end-user runtime web installer directly from the official Microsoft support page to restore legacy files. This process reinstalls missing DirectX 9, 0C components, and dynamic link libraries that older source engine games rely on. Our testing confirmed that modern Windows installations often lack these legacy libraries, leading to instant application termination at startup. 11th, corrupted or missing Visual C++ redistributable architecture packages will prevent game executables from loading their runtime dependencies. Open the Windows Control Panel, review your installed programs, and download the latest Visual C++ redistributable packages for both x86 and x64 architectures from Microsoft. Reinstalling these packages repairs the core C++ libraries used by Valve's engine to manage system memory. Once updated, restart your computer to ensure the operating system registers the newly repaired runtime environments. 12th, deep registry corruption within the Steam process tree can cause the platform to misreport the active state of a game. Press the Windows key and R simultaneously, type regedit into the prompt, and navigate to HKeyCurrentUser, Software, Valve, Steam, and Active Process. Ensure that the registry keys inside this path accurately reflect your current Steam account ID and system architecture paths. Repairing or resetting corrupted values in this specific registry branch ensures that Steam properly initializes the game executable under the correct user environment. 13th, conflicting background processes and anti-cheat software from other games can falsely flag legacy source engine files. Open your Windows Task Manager and thoroughly audit all active background tasks, shutting down any non-essential application processes before launching your game. Some aggressive kernel-level anti-cheat drivers from other modern titles can mistakenly block older hooking processes utilized by Half-Life 2 and Portal. Disabling these background utilities ensures a completely sterile environment for the legacy game engine to initialize. 14th, severe storage drive fragmentation or underlying sector read errors can cause specific game files to fail during the boot sequence. Open your Steam library, right-click the crashing game, select Properties, move to the Installed Files tab, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. Steam will systematically scan every local file against official Valve manifests to detect and replace missing or corrupted data blocks. This ensures that any corrupted binary files or truncated textures are completely restored to their factory defaults. 15th, custom modifications, outdated HUD elements, or old source mods can leave residual files that break vanilla game launches. Navigate directly to your Steam App Source Mods folder and temporarily move any third-party modification folders to your desktop. Old mods that have not been updated for recent source engine updates can create massive pathing conflicts during the initialization phase of Portal or Half-Life 2. Cleaning out these legacy directories completely guarantees that the base game engine boots up using only its official, validated assets. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.